I'm ready to take down your dictation when you're ready, Mother. All right, let's begin, dearest Elswith. To my dear brother, the King of Alpa. Your brother, Connell, found the time to visit us here in Wessex on his way back to Iberia and his diocese. He brought great news. He says you're doing well, and that your new capital in Aberdeen is turning into quite the bustling new community. It's exciting. I always felt that you were suited to this kind of responsibility. My husband says that your brother, Fear, has already begun the conquest of those last territories inside your agreed-upon borders. It is tragic that you are being required to fight the son of Constantine, a man who treated our family so well, but father and son are not the same, and loving the father cannot always mean loving the son. It is my dearest hope that when you come down to Canterbury to consult with the holy legal scholars there, and also further your own education, you will take the time to stop in here in Wessex. We would have hosted you in Kent, but due to what my husband calls a baffling accident of inheritance, that duchy is currently under the control of distant Great Moravia. There may come a time in the near future where my husband calls to you for aid in retaking it. I hope, considering the recent marriage of your daughter, there will be no conflicts when he asks for your assistance. Either way, I am looking forward to seeing you, and I wish you health and happiness and all of God's blessings. Your sister, Queen Gormil Mac Gormla of England. All right, Mother, I will have the servants prepare it and send it immediately. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with old Gus. Good old Fear, 36 years old, still very young, wants to go to university to learn how to legally change the status of his kingdom into a hereditary dynasty. Oh, that is the next step. Ireland is still doing pretty good down here land-wise, but otherwise, no. Yeah. So this guy's got 1,000 negative prestige. His primary heir is his brother. Kind of feel bad for them. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see how much this university trip is going to cost us. University visit. Canterbury, maximum, study hard. We're gonna want to pick up a few locations on the way home. So we need about 360, so we need about 160 more than we have right now. Remove this and remove this, because we don't actually care that much about danger at this point. We take the water to get to here. We could also go and get this stuff and then come back and then leave down this way. All right, I see what we got to get. About 315. Shouldn't be too hard. We could raid the are you guys raided? We have a truce with them though. The closest place we'd be able to raid would be down here in Gwynedd. I mean, we could just raid into Ireland. Our relationship with them isn't that good anyway. We want guardians for our children, so we're going to go to Fear here, and we're going to ask him very nice if he will be the guardian of our son, because he wants a martial education, and Fear is pretty perfect for that. He's not that well educated, but he's not that learned, but otherwise he's great. I think he'll do fine. We'll do that. And our younger boy, Findbarr, who's named after our father, of course. We will educate ourselves. Yeah, I just sent him to my brother. Okay, that's good. So he stops being my ward and becomes my brother's ward. Now I can educate his brother. Because he wants a learning education, I think. Actually, it's diplomacy. It's fine, I'll still do it. I'm not quite as good at that as I would be other things, but I'm not bad at it anymore by any stretch of the imagination. We've changed our wife back to generally helping us with everything, because we don't really need the extra points of stewardship anymore. They do help with money, but that's okay. Where have we gotten to here? We're at 6. When are we going to hit 7? Couple of years. Fine, we'll leave that the way it is. And yeah, we have to decide if we're going to go to war with Ireland or if we're going to... We could conquer a duchy. We're going to conquer his duchy. I think that's right. He has one ally. We have lots, but we're not going to ask any of them to join because they're unnecessary. We're going to declare this war. We're going to try to get it over as quickly as possible by taking the war target ASAP. That also will include an attack on his capital. His troops are up dealing with that other war, so getting this done fast will definitely be worth it. Hopefully we can finish this real quick. This army is, of course, being led by our brother. It always is. Fear is always in charge. A changing mind. My daughter Gormla has been asking me for a spinning top for a long time, and I told her I would get one for her in 3 months if she displayed more focus in her studies. She simply waved my offer away, saying she didn't really care about that anymore. Okay. Content. Trusting. What is she trying to be? Learned? No, she's actually trying to be a steward. Huh. Trusting makes you good at diplomacy. Content makes you good at learning. I think diplomacy will be more useful to you in your life, and I think trusting is a trait that we would definitely accept, so we would also push content potentially, even though content is very different from us. Your son Constantine has arrived safely in the Isles. I shall begin his lessons forthwith. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. So they are past the age where they're going to have another child, so Saban here is going to end up inheriting, which is perfectly fine. Hopefully she gets a proper marriage. I have a couple of people in my court who would be okay. Let's just pause a second here. Actually, I don't have a problem with this guy, this 28-year-old. Just trying to get her a marriage with someone relatively young. Gaelic. Won't cause problems. But more than just won't cause problems, specifically to prevent her from getting a marriage that will tear the territory apart. Okay. Let's continue into the capital of Ireland, which is somehow in Alba. Won't be for much longer. What? Oh, that's not me, that's somebody else. Are you coming? Are you gonna do something weird? Who are you gonna attack? What's the plan? What are you doing? If you want to be relevant in this war, you need to come down. My skilled steward, Duke Domnoggle, has proven himself highly capable, especially in administrative matters. There are some projects I would like to undertake in the Earldom of Altcolt. My liege, with your blessing, of course, take the reins. Do as you will. If he decides to come anywhere near us where attacks are relevant, we will mow him down. Oh no, he's decided to try to attack us in the upper Hebrides. I'm not in the siege area. Happens sometimes. It's okay. A little bit of waste of time, you know. That definitely wasn't a mistake that Fear made. That was definitely me, sending bad orders. Like, why do you want us to hang out in this no place? No place is someplace? Let's see. After this, when it goes through, I'm going to try to befriend this guy. A strange noise. I arrive back at my stronghold after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 73 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife Imig or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, but I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. What could it be? Oh, my friends. Hey, it's my sister. It's good to see you. Had a lot of kids. Good on you. I will take the medium-sized one. What is this? It's a morsel of St. David. All right. Trying to tell me that I need more attention to the way I treat the clergy. So he is done being swayed. I am going to now change that to a befriend if it will work. Probably will. You know, we could also send him a poem first. None of these have a high chance of being successful. Fine, so we will instead try to befriend him with a pretty good chance of succeeding. Send our army up to defeat him in the outer Hebrides. Is this white piece? No. No. I get it, but no, not at all. There's no white piece here. You have no chance of winning this. There's only me defeating you and taking back the land that should be part of Alba. Land that should never have left Alba in the first place. He is no longer a ruler. Well, he's been removed. That is too bad, my young Catholic French friend. Oh. Somebody murdered her. Well. Probably her rival. I guess I can put him back on now, eh? Yeah. This guy here. The Duke of Moray also, but we should probably try to befriend the Duke of Moray as well. I think that's what we'll do next, just to get all the powerful vassals liking me. I think we should send you home, even though it's going to take some time. Enemy combatants captured. I wonder... if we can find someone interesting. What happened to your husband? Oh, right. You need to be married, okay? Do you have two dead spouses or just one? Yeah, just one. So we're gonna find you someone. We said we would, and we're gonna do that so that you can stop fornicating around and making children that don't have parents. I would like somebody with... military engineer. And a high prowess, if such a person exists. Iris Giant. How old is she? She's still young enough to have kids. We got the ugly guy showing up in here again. How are you? You're 18, 19. And there's this guy. He's got one major character flaw, but beyond that, well... The other thing is I'd like the person I bring in to actually be a decent commander. Would be nice. But I think this guy will do fine. If we sort these by commander level instead, maybe we can find a good compromise. 16, he's a hunchback. 8. Another 16, this French guy. 15. 15. Now this guy's not a lunatic. He seems to have a good personality. He's not a bad knight. I think we marry them. Is he... He's not lowborn? That's fine. That's an acceptable match, right? I clicked the... I hope I clicked the thing. It's fine. I don't know how our prison is doing. We have 4 prisoners. We'll let the war continue while we do this. Once he shows up, we will immediately put him in charge of this army to make the siege happen faster. He's actually... Ooh, we're lost in Europe. He's actually good enough that he's comparable to our brother. I know he's not. Nobody's comparable to our brother. That's a lie. But he is going to at least help this happen faster, which is something we want. What is this? This is my brother-in-law. We'll wait. We might help them out by paying for him, but we'll see. Much faster, much faster. I kind of should have done this before because I could have got a besieger accolade too. 50 gold, thank you, my wife. Closer than ever to our next goal. Very nice. Very, very good. So we just wait for this to take place now. We switched you out for the besieger. Unconditionally, I lean over the map in the council chamber. A sudden creak turns my head towards the door. My daughter Gormla appears in the hallway, saunters into the room, seemingly uninterested in my presence. Then, without warning, I am enclosed in a tight hug. She quickly lets go with an embarrassed expression. I look at her, a hidden tear in my eye, while my hand is squeezing her shoulder in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. You're a good daughter. Yeah, especially since I was in such a stressed position. Gormla's first enrobing. Okay, you're definitely this generation's princess of fashion, so you get that. For sure. For sure. Okay, nothing there that needs to be done. We still have this, which I wanted to do, but I can't do it and go to university. It's too much. It's too much. Show Duke Dumnogel in at once. Oh, another 50 gold. He knows. He knows that sending his liege to university will be a great help for the entire kingdom. He knows what it's about. Shadow of Faith, Daylight. The light of God guides me in my holy quest as it once guided my father, the great king Findbarr. The life of God's pious servants is not an easy one, yet I feel compelled to become even greater than my father. Should a good Catholic always relentlessly pursue the recognition of both his peers and God? Is a father's example a beacon to follow or a goal to achieve and surpass? Okay. Characters content to live in the shadow of their pious parent? The character is exclusive, becoming as pious as possible. I mean, I'm not living in his shadow. I've done at least as well as him. Let's push it. Let's try to get even more famous for our piety. Our piety that our father was. So you finished the control county in Erin. Let's hit another one. feel like you're still at war up there. So we're gonna keep working down here. Let's do Tevittdale. Lead to gold. The transmutation of lead to gold has long been the dream of alchemists across the world. Though many have attempted such a feat, nobody has been known to succeed. Despite this, I've come across some notes written in the margins of a book about plants. They claim that one can create golden rain by boiling lead sugar in a filtered solution of seaweed ash. Could such a thing be possible? I don't think that alchemy counts as witchcraft. Like, alchemy is something that has been part of many holy traditions for many, many centuries. So I'm going to reject the idea that this is witchcraft, and I am going to try to see if we can make gold. It would be a blessing from God to be able to make gold to help our people. The first reagent I need to obtain is lead sugar, an ingredient used to sweeten wines. I could find a supplier to import what I need, though it would be expensive. Alternatively, I can cheaply manufacture my own by burning metallic lead and dissolving the ashes in vinegar. Let's do it. We created our lead sugar without incident. Good, good, no headache. Lead to gold. The second reagent I need to obtain is seaweed, a lot of seaweed. 100 drams shredded then dried. Where can I get such a substantial amount? Okay, we could pay for it, or we could do a small tax, which is what we're going to do. We are in great trouble, so we're gonna have to watch out, because we can't go to university with full stress. I am blessed to have such grateful servants. Thank you for improving the opinion of my brother, who already very much has a high opinion of me. That's actually not a bad thing at all. Lead to gold. Begin the experiment. Yes. The friend Tale from the Wilds. We should meet and compare kills. It's a pretty uneconomical to produce, but we did it. By mixing the lead sugar into the boiled seaweed ash, the mixture suddenly turned a vibrant yellow. While I did not manage to produce actual gold, I did find that my solution can be used as a dye, which rivals saffron in brilliance. Selling this dye will allow me to recoup some of my costs. Huh. Huh. Okay. Tales from the Wilds. I'm sure he exaggerated a few instances. Nah, we're friends. Look at how much stress he just helped me burn off. Look, it's good to be good to people. Cultural fascination progress, that will help us. Where does that actually put us? On city planning, does it reduce it at all? It makes it 100%. Be about 18 years, that's still a really long time. Thing is, the only other thing worthwhile is crop rotation, and we won't be able to... Actually, is it worth doing this now? Are we at 70%? 29 years. Not quite yet. So we'll look at that better, once we've mastered things a little bit more. Everybody's doing well. We checked in on our sister today. So why don't we go through and do our other sister, Gormil, as well? She is still, of course, queen in England. She isn't given a second son, and she's almost too old. She's become a drunk, but she's a doctor. I think we noticed all those things before. Her son has grown into a man and has made his strange, skinny wife pregnant. That's okay, right? Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you get to choose... well, I mean, it was probably chosen for him. Who is this? This is an Anglo-Saxon. It's probably an important family. I don't know much about the Angles down there. The Anglo-Saxons. So... I'm not to judge. Once this is done, we should be able to do a hunt, probably, I think is for the best. To burn off the rest of this stress, it's probably the least expensive way to do it. If we speed this up a bit, just to get through... Oh, we made a friend. We're friends with our daughter because of our pedagogy, and we have given her an increased diplomacy. Very nice. Good job, Gormla. Good job. Ooh. An awkward meal. Ugh, I give up. Fine. Whatever. Plant cultivation. Can't win them all. Let's try someone else then. This guy, maybe. So he'll probably take it well. So we'll do that. We'll send him the poem. What is the bad luck? Come on. 2 80% fails in a row. We are not having a good day. Let's see what our chance to befriend him is. 0. It's 7%. So we're never going to be friends with this guy. Let's just sway him then. You know, we'll just sway him. We could challenge him to a board game. A friendly game. We could do wager fame. Wager fortune. He doesn't want to do it. So we're not going to worry about any of that. We'll just sway him. That'll have to be good enough. No idea why this guy is so offended by me. This guy is losing 2 separate wars, but one of them isn't his. Won't be much longer now. Oh, wait, what? I expected your father to be the one. Oh, you converted. Yeah, your father was never going to convert. But it's good that you did. Finally accept the fact you're Gaelic. I mean, your family is going to be have a much easier time integrating into our society by being Gaelic. Old Ostric was stubborn, but it's good to see his daughter doesn't have as much of that in her. No more independence faction. Golden Child. One morning, I am getting ready to face my day, and my daughter Gormla approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the Northern Tower. It is money. Now, this will help her education, so we'll tell her to keep it and invest it, because we don't need her money that much. Okay, so there's an alliance. A new alliance for him. Oh, our wife has helped us in our learning studies. Nice. Poetic friendship. Fergus, my dear friend, I was once again reminded of your victorious battle against Botilder. So I decided to write a poem about your triumph, Ivar says. I have a friend named Ivar. I mean, I guess Ivar has become a popular name among the Gaels, even though he died. Where other men speak silvered words, he does good business in ridding turds. His subjects prove grateful, for if they are not, then next to their door is his sword brought. Hey, I'm not, what? I don't know how I feel about this. If I put it on display, he becomes my best friend, but I have to spend 25 gold. This is too much. Only God deserves such praise. No, we don't think that. We could use the extra piety. No, piety is always... No. Thank you, my friend. Actually, making it a court artifact could be worth it. We don't have any of those yet. It is only 25 gold. Yeah, we're going to do it. We become best friends with Ivar, a new hobby. My best friend, Captain Ivar, approaches me with a big smile on his face. My dearest friend. We finally see each other. I feel like we never spend any quality time together lately. Maybe you'd be willing to try something with me? New something? I know just the thing to distract your mind, restore your body, and lift your spirits. There is a famous wandering minstrel in town. Why don't we go watch a performance? I'm sure it'll be good. Of course I'll try it for you. What is this? She wants me to go on a hunt, and I will absolutely do it, because I absolutely wanted to go on a hunt already. Why are we still up here when our capital is moved? Game. Are you bugging out? We don't need either of these for this short journey. Yeah. Wait, did I never move I never moved the capital because I went to war. The whole time I'm sitting here thinking, what's going on? I've been wasting my... Oh wait, I don't have the capital bonus yet. Whew. Let's move our man here to help us learn more about his own culture, which is kind of interesting, but also kind of sensible. We are at 30% with Cumbrian. That's good. Once this war is over, we'll actually remember to move our capital like we said we were gonna, like in the first episode, like when this war is over, like as in right now. Enforce demands. Yes, so be it. So we will go to my old friend, my father's old friend, I should say, and we will grant him this, and we will grant him this, and then we will demand his conversion. He won't do it still. I was really hoping, man. I was really hoping. Oh, what is this we're working on? We're swaying the guy who doesn't like us very much. That's fine. I guess we'll befriend him next. Try to get him to come over on the religious thing. Our father didn't really want to convert him, but we do. And look at that. Just like that, we have Unified Alba Plus. Once this hunt is done, it should clear the rest of our stress out, and we can then head down, hopefully, and have the money we need to. Scheme at the court. Somebody is trying to kill my caravan master. Why? He's not a bad guy. But I really want that, but I'm not doing... Oh, we got a new thing here, right? Yes, and that was this poem. Strife in Alba. Prestige, short reign duration. All right. So we don't need much more money soon. What is this? Pay ransom. Yes, I didn't know I had your wife. I gotta check my prison after every war. I am holding people I shouldn't be holding. So this is an Irish insular. He is... I'm gonna recruit him. You never know when you're gonna need a backup doctor. This is an Istaru Berserker. He can join us. This is a very learned man, but we have no use for him, so he can just go for a hook. And you can go if you convert. Let's get out there. Farewell. Watch your step now. Farewell. Farewell. My falconry skills will impress. I am very good at falconry. Unlike my father, I don't think I'm gonna grab the fish. I gotta tell about how my father had such high prowess and was such a great warrior he could just grab a fish out of the water himself. And then I'll send my bird to do it. Hawk grabbed a fish. Good job, bird. A fine find my feather. Oh, 50 gold. That's a lot, actually. Usually that's a very small amount. It's time. I'm gonna succeed. 31%. Nicely done. Nicely done, birds. Good job. I feel quite good about that. Let's head home. We have all the money we need now. Okay. I don't think I need anything from him, though. Patience will serve you well, child, so we make her patient. Forgiveness instead. I think patience is... What is better for her education? Patience is learning. Forgiving is learning and diplomacy. I think forgiveness is what she should do. Schemer discovered. So, Mormare Matudan is plotting against my caravan master. The vile fiend. I don't have much influence over him, though, because he is a vassal in Moray. We are home. Intriguing. Picking up. Okay, so she is going to make us a better marshal. We're going to pause here. What are we going to take here? Now, there's so many different things I think would be useful, but I'm pretty much 100% just going to continue down. We're going to continue down kin till it gets to its end. Personal scheme chance against dynasty is really useful. So we're going to do that. Now that we have close bonds. We might want to consider ending this scheme after it clicks through one more time, and maybe trying to seduce our wife? We could befriend her instead. 46. 80. 0 for soulmates. Yeah, that's unlikely. We could make her our lover, though. Could definitely seduce her. We are now home, so it's finally time to move the capital, which I forgot to do so long ago. How is our development here now that we've got our guy out of it? It's not growing at all on its own. We have no baseline development. We should get that pretty soon, though. We're 38 years old. And we are prepared for our university trip, aren't we? We are. Yeah, everything is ready. So why don't we get on that? Next episode, we're going on a university trip. The last step in our prove to the Pope we're worthy to be a dynastic ruler instead of a Tanastry dynasty. We'll customize the route now, and I'll show it to you before we end, and then we'll end the episode. All right, so here it is, all set up. We're gonna cross the ocean. We're gonna go up here into the land of Denmark. We're gonna come down, return to Canterbury. We're gonna go down into Germany and France, stop in the capital of Ireland, and then jet on home. Should be an extraordinarily educational journey, and I hope you join me for it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.